Quentin J. Bedwell and Cato bring you a synchronized bowels production, The Book of Jacob Kane. The Book of Jacob Kane is a supernatural fantasy set in the old American West. What happens when ancient evils awaken? One man is destined to save the world. The Book of Jacob Kane, coming soon. I tell you what, that boy's got a mighty fine voice in that thing right there. I tell you, The Book of Jacob Kane. Boy, I got a future in voiceover. I'll tell you that right now. What's up, everybody in the chat? Thanks for being here. We got 18 people showed up at the first jump. That's awesome. Appreciate y'all being here. Nice. It's me, Cato. I'm here to talk about some independent toys. Screw those mainstream toy lines. Mattel and Hasbro can eat a pecker. I'm just kidding. I still buy their stuff. Of course, with me, as always, trusty sidekick, wife beater, Enewtabie. This is the variant. This is the variant version.
Yeah,
of,
this is
Enewtabie.
the con version, right?
It's the chase. Yeah, the chase version of Enewtabie. It's every 100 or so live streams, you might get lucky and run into wife beater shirt Enewtabie.
It's hot, bro.
So hot. It is hot. Not here. It's nice and cool here. Let's talk to the folks in the chat before we start talking about our line of choice for the week. Son of a Crayon Slayer is here. That's Crayon Slayer Jr. for those that don't know. Thank you. Hey now. Mythic Dolphin is here. I don't know how Mythic Dolphin does it, but I think in every single Kickstarter that ever goes on to Kickstarter, Mythic Dolphin is there supporting it. So I think whatever the equivalent of an as seen on TV store is, Mythic Dolphin has it in their house, like for Kickstarter. Everything they're there. Mythic Dolphin knows everything. The Titan is here. Hail to the collective. We'll have to catch us on the replay squad. Have a great stream. That's the same thing my doctor hopes for, that I have a great stream the older I get. Lone Dragon is here. Lone Dragon, I want to take a second to, call myself out for being a massive hypocrite. I've said it a million times that I'm a hypocrite. I will own that title. That complaining about Once a Man Cobra Commander, even performed a terrible version of an AI song based on Cobra Commander. But Lone Dragon came through. Lone Dragon sold me a copy of Once a Man Cobra Commander that he got, and it'll be on its way soon. So thank you very much, Lone Dragon. Can't wait to get that in. I'm a very happy hypocrite about it. DFS says, "What's this?"
Mine will be here tomorrow.
It might be. Oh, yours will be there tomorrow.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Lone Dragon, what's up, Pete? What's up, Big M? Ace from Ramen Toy. I'm assuming this is Ace behind the computer screen here. What's going on, Ace? Appreciate you being here. The best dressed, highest class in the hobby. If you notice, I'm not wearing the robe today. It's the robe has sustained damage. I've got to sew a button back on. That's what happens when you get a fancy robe from Temu. Hello, Enewtabie as well from Ace. What's up? Yep, I knew you did. I've seen you in the comments. Told you, Mythic Dolphin backs like everything. I want some of their paycheck. Jeff Morris is here. Hello, Jeff. Big M, saw him. Ace telling everyone hello. Lone Dragon. Larkin's Lair is here. I don't even have to ask him what he's doing. I know where he's at. Sometime Toys is here. What's up? What's good? I'll tell you what's good. Kickstarter and some awesome toys are good. Howdy, folks. House Hendo is here. Hey, Hendo.
Continental United States version of Larkin's Lair is here.
That's right. This is another variant of Larkin's Lair. Hendo, smell more like Aldo. Sorry, that's from Friday. Hendo smell. Sorry, bad joke. I'm not making fun of your name. I love it. And that's it for the chat. Enewtabie.
Yes, sir.
I didn't get anything new this week, but I have to ask you.
Hey! Hey, I'm talking to you. Yeah, you. It's time for mail call.
Yeah, I got a
What
bunch
did
of
you
stuff. Okay, so we got this upgrade kit for Studio Series Snarl.
Hold up. Let me whisper in your ear so that you can get big. Oh yeah, that's the spot.
Okay. Studio Series Snarl upgrade. We got Too Bad, Motu. What else we got? We got the lights just went off on this thing. The Masterverse Throne. That's pretty cool. I've been working on this thing right here. This is the computer console for the tactical battle platform. Classified version, 3D printed. So I've been working on that all week.
Man, that's awesome.
This turned out really good too, like the controls and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's real cool.
learning how to use Orca has really sped things up. So. And a bunch of other stuff. Way too much stuff to go into right now. So,
you know what I'm looking at? I'm looking at that Havoc Throne.
Yeah, that thing's pretty awesome.
Man, Enewtabie, I appreciate you dressing for the occasion. Like
Yes,
this
sir.
is classy.
The finest wear.
This is Enewtabie classified. Only the finest cotton.
Yeah.
We got some more.
That throne is pretty awesome. I mean,
the throne was awesome. That was a great video. Everybody go check out.
I would buy one even if I didn't like Motu and just like use it for all kinds of other stuff.
Yeah, it could be used for anything. 5 box, bruh. Archives. Let's make Brutal Realm happen. I agree. Y'all are fine gents. We are fine gents. House Hendo back to Brutal Realm for those O-guns. Yeah, the O-gun's nice. There's some cool stuff. We're going to go through that. Jimmy Purpose is here.
Oh, man. I need one.
Tiger Paw.
I cannot find that thing anywhere. And, eBay wants like $100 for it. It's crazy.
No thanks. No thanks, eBay. Long Dragon says, week's not over yet. Virginia's not far. That's right. It could still get here this week. What else? Zakanan, one of the coolest dudes in the business. He rumbling into the stream. Got to get that Masterverse Throne. It is cool. It is very cool. I watched your video on that, and I'll be honest with you. I watched it out of obligation because I watch my friends' videos, but because I was like, it's probably going to look cheap and bad, like the Hasbro Throne that they did for Deathsaurus was kind of junky. Yeah. And man, that thing was awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean,
yeah,
it lights up like 6 or 7 different colors and all that.
Same Time Toys says, dude, that console is fire, 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 fire.
You have to see the gun that I printed.
Oh, hey, we got a special guest in the chat. Grim Spectre, that's Jason from Brutal Realm, which eventually I was just on with him on 3POA with Ryan, and we're gonna get him on here to talk about it. But we're gonna go through it and Jason, if you feel free to say anything in the chat that you want that helps answer questions that anyone has, I'll try to pop those up as they come across. Michael Kimmel, Tiger Paws or MIA. All right. Oh, he got the Skeletor Throne too. Awesome. Oh, that'll look, man, that Skeletor Throne will look good with a couple of these figures.
Yeah.
Speaking of figures, hey, Jason, don't copy strike me, bro, because I'm going to play your video. So if you get a notification that I'm stealing your stuff, just go, nah, it's cool. You'll probably get one on YouTube or somewhere. But we're going to start this off by playing, see if my internet will hold out well enough to play their own intro. And that'll give you a start to what Brutal Realm is.
Brutal Realm from Realm Toys. A realm of magic, alchemy, and savagery. Warriors from across the mystical land of Terran must create alliances to fight a greater threat. A warlord general who controls a deadly army of assassins born from the very shadows.
General Grimskull and his Shadar army
seek to envelop the world in darkness, and only our heroes can stop them. Bogun, the god of iron, bends iron to his command to create the most fantastical weapons. His shield, with a mind of its own, is even more powerful than any weapon that he has ever forged. Cronin, the destined barbarian king. He is everything the lesser men of his realm aspire to be, yet he must become more, much more, if he is to fulfill his destiny. Cronin, the beguiled barbarian. 3 wicked witches thought they could enslave the demon of death in his body. They lost their heads that day, and now that he is freed, so many more will too. Though these heroes, and even reluctant heroes, seem invincible, they must face an evil that is unstoppable in its conquest across the realm. The cold, calculating
General Grimskull and his shadow army, the Shadar.
However, our heroes yearn more than anything else to face the unstoppable forces of evil. By backing this exciting barbaric new toy line from Realm Toys, there is so much more from the brutal realm that we are going to bring you. Let's get brutal.
Love those poses.
Yeah. Right up my alley.
Articulation on these guys to be so bulky is crazy. All right, so that's the intro that they give you straight from their Kickstarter for Brutal Realm. I will say that since the 3POA podcast to now, they were at 49,000, so they've gained probably just over 3,000 more backers. I think there's just over 2 weeks left to go. So if you haven't backed it as we go through, there's going to be stuff in here you want to see. First off, Enewtabie, do you care at all about barbarian type figures?
Yes, I do.
I thought you did.
Yeah.
Because you're a big Motu guy.
I'd never heard of it till right now. Like, we didn't talk about this.
No,
I saw
we
the
didn't.
thing,
No.
and but yeah, that's right up my alley. So I got to check it out.
Yeah, so we're going to go through. We're just going to go through the Kickstarter, and I'm glad that Jason's in here to talk about it some. Yeah, 16 days to go, 402 backers, 52,000 pledged of 140,000 now. One thing he mentioned before from the 3POA chat, and he'll probably bring up again, is like the goal is a little heavier than most, but it's part of that is because of the tooling for the articulation. That's a big part. As I'm learning about this because of other reasons, Jake Kane, that tooling is just costly. It just costs money, and there's no way around it. But so we'll go through it. Brutal Realm from Realm Toys. I was talking about the articulation in the as the video was going on through there. I think he said that there's upwards of 32 to 33 points of articulation on these guys. And like I said, these are bigger, almost like brute scale almost, right? So normally this size figure are like normally a step up, like an additional mold than the normal, like typical humanoid standard, person figure, right? So, and they all, at least in the first wave, share a major mold, and it's mostly color and accessories that'll change it. But I mean, the articulation is crazy for something this big, including I think he mentioned boot swivel they'll have. Yeah,
I mean, got that torso. I like, I hate the kind of U-cut you see. I don't know what you call it, but it looks like a box, right? You see it in a lot of classified.
Yep. Yeah.
Like the oval type looking thing.
Yeah, like it's not like the old Marvel Legends square hinged torso. It's a real torso. Yeah. Now, one cool thing is, and if he were on here, he'd have a model to show. The shoulders do this crazy thing, and I'm gonna pop myself up here for a second. So the shoulders on there, they don't just butterfly, right? They have a butterfly, but in order to get them to like completely dual wield or have like two-handed weapons, they actually slide in and out of the joint. So they'll slide out of the joint and around to give it even more, like, so you can get that. And we'll show some of the pictures. Some of them were in the video there, but really get the hands right out in front of the chest, so you can pop the shoulders out and bring them around. But articulation is going to be nuts on these. Another thing is, it is worth pointing out, and like the diversity of the line. So part of the idea of the line is to have like all different, like a whole bunch of different regions of the world recognized in the line. So you'll have different gods and represented from all these different tribes and communities across the world. I think that's a great way to do it, and like a great idea. We got one here. We'll keep going through. So the first wave, Ogun, a god of iron, and the price range on these is crazy. They cannot be making hardly any money on these. So to get a figure this size for $36 with that level of articulation is, I mean, it's not that much more than much less than maybe a deluxe Marvel Legends, around that line. So I love the art of this too. And he did say there's going to be fiction involved. So if you're like a Masterverse collector, which I think these are going to scale pretty close to that, based on what he had in his hand, man, this totally could work in line.
Yeah.
With Masterverse for sure. Ogun, god of iron, West African Yoruba mythology, the first king of the wondrous city life. Huh. Yeah. So each one of these will represent some sort of theology or god of their own era. But I mean, that render is amazing.
Right. Like that shield.
Yep. Great shield. Cool looking figure. And it's another thing I say with a lot of folks, like even like Valaverse and any human figure, like sharing a mold just makes sense, especially when you got all these, I was about to say brutal, but these large brutal scale characters. So there's Ogun. You can see that some of these, I believe some of these will come with like a bare feet option along with the shoes. But all the armor is removable and swappable. The heads are all swappable. They all share tooling, so you can swap all that out. Comes with a shield of wisdom, removable. Shorts are no longer included, so I'm assuming these shorts underneath on the thighs here are no longer included. Probably due to tooling. That would be my guess. Yeah. So all the armor is swappable. Cronin, future barbarian king. To me, I mean, I don't think it's intentional, but to me, it obviously looks like it would fit right into Masterverse.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks like every Caucasian, blonde-haired, heroic man type figure that you can get.
Yeah.
I'm not looking at the chat here. Anybody got any questions?
Didn't skip leg day.
Just a crap ton. No, they did not skip leg day at all. Yeah, if you have questions in the chat, great time to ask, because if I can't see it, and Enewtabie is just learning about it today, so with Jason in here, he'll be able to answer some of those. These human-based warriors will be great complement to other fantasy lines. See, that's what I'm worried about here, because the same way I got into Animal Warriors of the Kingdom is because I wanted it to be complement to other lines.
Yeah.
What ends up happening is I end up getting things to try to complement this because I like this so much.
Yeah.
So there's Cronin. Again, great looking.
Yeah, I like
mold.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks good. Tell me, man. You know you want that right beside your He-Man and Skeletor and all these. There's going to be one in here, Enewtabie, that I know you're going to be stoked for because it ticks off a couple of your boxes all at one time. And I'm
I
going to
already
wait.
saw one in like the video that reminds me of
Yeah. It's
a
going to be
movie I was watching the other night. So
Oh, well, maybe a different one. Yeah, I love that. The axe. He said also, Jason, correct me if I'm wrong, that there may be additional tooling to the harness to allow both the sword and the axe to be worn on the back, which is awesome. But yeah, this will fit right in line with a bunch of other lines, but quite honestly, I mean, see what I mean about look at that bottom right, and he's got the
yeah.
vertical.
Yep.
So you got the vertical hinge in the wrist to allow him to point the weapon.
Yeah.
And then you've got the shoulders popped out and circled around so that he can actually point it straight out.
Yeah.
I think that is awesome. You got the dual handing the sword. Look at that one right here. That middle one right there.
Yeah. I like that.
Up high at his chin.
That one and
Arms
the one
all the way
overhead
across.
is always a problem for a lot.
Yep. But not here. Now he's got this one right here. He's got the come at me, bro. Love it. But look, that's a lot of range, man. As far back as it is on that bottom left, and then as far forward as it is on that bottom right.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's going to be a big one. And Crowman is a beast with a big raven or crow, hence Crowman tattoo across his chest, and he's got this alternate head. Check that thing out. Tell me that's not heavy metal.
Yeah.
That is wicked. Yeah, so he'll have that crow across his chest and a couple different head sculpts. Love that. Again, you can see here. Again, that's like right off of a heavy metal album right there.
Oh.
Arms stretched all the way across the chest. Full range of motion. Now we go to the army builders, the Warriors 3. And there will be more army builders later down the road, different waves. All we got to do is get this thing to fund. By the way, these shows are never sponsored, by the way. I just like going through Kickstarter, and I think not that long ago I stumbled on Brutal Realm and loved it. So I did back it. You can see over here, manage my pledge. I did back this. So these are the army builders. You've got, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, but you have a European, an African, and what did you say that third one was, Jason? That representation of that third one, was that Native American? Was that South American? I can't remember. Yeah, here we go. It'll tell me here. European. So this is what I was saying, you get boots and bare feet. But even that, man, that right there looks like a great figure.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Just as an army builder. Spear. I immediately want to make a Primal custom from that Primal series on Cartoon Network. You can get a look at the articulation joints. And pretty clean. You can see how you get that range of motion. So the European warrior. This is the pose that gets me. So you've got that chicken wing right arm coming up, and you've got that tucked in, double bent left arm coming up, both of them holding the spear with no problem.
That's some good posing. I'm not good at that stuff. So
The Amazing did these, I believe.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think Ryan and Jason both said The Amazing did these, which he does amazing work.
Yeah.
Hence the name. African Barbarian Warrior. Same concept. Boots, bare feet. You've got weapon holding hands and closed fists with his short sword. Love that detail, and that looks great. I mean, that looks awesome. Like I said, by itself, that's just a cool looking figure.
Yeah.
Just as an army builder. Native. There you go. Native American. So, Native American warrior. Again. Changing the weapon out, but other things are the same. Love that. And you can see here with that vertical hinge, he's got the axe pointed straight out. Love that. Then you have accessory packs so that you can add on. Warrior Barbarian pack. All right, so this was one I was looking forward to, and I think a lot of people were.
Yeah.
This was 140,000 backer unlock. But enough of us said that we wanted him that Jason and the team decided to go ahead and unlock him. And you can add him to your pledge now. So I went back in and added Chief Motto to.
Yeah, see, I'd like to have this.
Yeah, just he's awesome. Because I was telling on the 3POA, I was saying like all the other characters look great, right? But this is going to be the one that I think like makes a shelf pop with the color, the feathers, and the colors of everything on there. And there maybe there's going to be a Western themed action figure line coming up that I could fit this guy in, because I think it might make sense. Going through, yep, from the man himself. Great compliment to other lines. They fit in perfectly. He says they have a surprise coming soon. Beyond Athena, will there be any surprises? Yep, he said he does have a surprise coming soon. He wants to see some Thundar the Barbarian customs. I think that would be cool.
Yeah.
Crowman is awesome. Going through with, what do you think so far, Enewtabie?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I do too. But look at this guy.
There's
Like
about three. There's at least three that I would like to have, just from what you've shown me. So I don't know.
So what I did, what I backed was I backed the whole of wave one. That's kind of a placeholder, right? So I went in and backed all of wave one, which are the main characters that were at the top. And then I went back in and added Motto, and I'm probably going to go back in. Odds are, if the funds are like as this ends, I'll probably upgrade and do the all in and just get everything they make or whatever, because I really hope this funds. I want these figures. Just completely selfish reasons. I mean, I want other people to have them too, but K-Mac, what's up? These are cool. Yes, they are cool. Back to the Kickstarter after I saw that Kato backed it. Thanks, Alan. I appreciate that. Do not follow my advice on many things, but I do like cool indie toys. K-Mac, Brutal Realm, new Kickstarter line. That's right. That's exactly what we're talking about. Grim Spectre, we plan on doing more characters using this buck, including different South American tribes, different Native American tribes, Irish, Scottish, different Asian ethnicities. That's what's cool about this sculpt, right? Change the color of the flesh, change some accessories, pop a new head sculpt on there, which is very similar to what Quentin and I were talking about doing with the cowboy stuff, like to do like a base figure that can be done in multiple ways, release a few or have a few of those, and then the accessories and the head sculpts will change everything from there. You know, it's a little easier on humanoid stuff. Chief Motto. So now you can add Chief Motto to your pledge right now. You don't have to wait till the 140,000 unlock. But yeah, I added it immediately. Love that rifle handled axe, I'm going to call it, over here on the left. That right there. It's like a old butt of a rifle that he put a spear in the end of. The next tier 2 unlock at 160,000 is the Great Khan. Again, he's got and this adds a little bit of a mystical flair to it. So Khan has this feather bow, this wing.
That's interesting.
bow.
I don't think I've ever seen anything like that.
Yeah, he said that in fiction,
Yeah.
When he draws, there's it's stringless. So when he draws it back, it's like an energy, almost like a spiritual arrow that pops out of that. And since you can't sell spiritual arrows, there's an actual arrow in the set. Yeah, looks cool. So representing the Asian ethnicity, the Great Khan, I would say Mongolian. The Owl King, love that. Nice helmet.
Some chainmail
There.
going on there.
Chainmail helmet.
Chainmail making a comeback.
Owls, first official animal figure, which means if there's a first, that there's probably going to be a second, third, fourth, and so on. Articulated wings, so you can see the wings posing. Love that. That's going to be a great tier. You've got the Sumerian Uruk, classic Sumerian look, scimitar spear. Love that. The spear accessory, scimitar accessory. This is the one that I thought you would like.
No, yeah,
for reasons.
Yeah, that
right?
goes a couple ways.
Yep, it's an I don't know if it's on purpose. I mean, I'm sure there's some design purpose there, but it's kind of a cross between, for me, and this is not any it's far from an insult. I see Darth Vader and Skeletor.
Yeah. Yep.
So, like, what's not to like?
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah, I like that.
I mean, that's
you're right. That was the one you thought I would like. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that ticks a bunch of your boxes right there, all in one shot. It's the Shadow Army, the Shadar. Yeah, Shadar, Shadow Army. Now, he did say that the skull won't have that yellowish tint to it, that it'll look more like this, I believe. So 3 different heads. I don't army build, but when you add different head sculpts on there, it allows me to make a different character. Look at that shield. This is like the most heavy metal thing I've ever seen. And this is probably a lot of folks' second most anticipated figure that folks hope gets made or unlocked, whether in this Kickstarter or in the future. Athena, the warrior goddess. So a big, badass, bulky female that looks like she could probably take down anybody that I've ever met in real life. Yeah, I love that. The Medusa, Medusa shield. Oh, the helmet is articulated, has a hinge. Love that. And see, of course, then you go into the risks and challenges and stuff like that. I did back this, like I said. I plan on probably adding more to my pledge by the time this thing ends, especially as it gets close to actually funding. You got a favorite?
Well, in the beginning, I was going to say either Crowman or Cronin. I really like, but we're going to have to go with what's the name? The
Grimskull?
Yeah, Grimskull. Yeah.
Let's go back down there. It is way down here.
Does the sword glow in the dark?
I don't know. That's a good question, Jason. Does the sword glow in the dark? Let's get down here to Grimskull. Come on. There you go.
Can
yeah,
you do red? Can you do red glow in the dark? Or does it have to be green?
I don't know. I mean, the material I've always seen has been green. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it would probably be a very expensive tool to have a red sword with like a green line around it.
Yeah. Red translucent. That's just as good.
You're just dropping a Moab on my financial future with that reveal. Let's see. What did he reveal? He's talking down here. Look at him. He's just taking over the chat. Good. I love it. I love it. It's easier when the guy here that's in charge of this whole thing can answer questions.
Yeah. Soft good cake.
Crowman's axe is the older model. They have a newly remodeled axe. Very cool. Native American. Answered my question there. Any plans for Maori and Aztec warriors? We use these bucks. Yep. I believe he did mention Maori and Aztec on 3POA. Nordic, Viking. I think he mentioned all that stuff. He wants all of it.
Maori,
Then we're
are
doing more
Isn't that
characters.
the New Zealand dudes?
Maori. Yes. Right? Yes. Also plan to have different size bucks. The current being 112 or 6.75. The next will be 7 or 8 inch a brute buck, then a 9-inch Titan buck. I mean, as big as these guys are, a 9-inch guy is going to have to be massive.
Yeah.
Not stopping there. Going to do dwarves and orcs and
that's
elves. Man, this is
Need some good dwarves. You know that? We don't have enough dwarves out there.
Well, and that's what he said on 3POA. He was like, one of the things that he loved the most about what he thought was missing was dwarves. So some good, powerful dwarves like this would be awesome. Sorry, but we've invested so much more of my finances into this company and all the idea. I'm sure, like I said, they can't be making a ton on this Kickstarter because every one of these of the main figures are $36. It's not very high for this size buck in a figure line. Gunstock War Club. There we go. Looks like a rifle stock, but actually that was a coincidence. Well, it's a good one. I think it's Chinga. Yep, not even going to try it. Khan is a badass dude. His winged phoenix bow is articulated. So the bow has articulation. So you want to pull it back and make it look like it's pulled back, you can do that. That's awesome. House Hendo says Uruk is my favorite. With Athena a close second. Drew G's in the house. I bet his wrath is legendary. Let's see. Darth Skeletor. Fair enough. Do these you even purposely misspelled it like the question was asked in your chat, Ryan. Do they have schlongs is what he's asking. And I mentioned that on 3POA that if enough people back it, that I would mail everyone miniature schlongs that they could put on there. That was a lie. That will not happen. I will not do that. But it makes for a funny chat. Although at TFCon Orlando, someone was selling miniature 3D printed peckers to put on figures. So it is a thing you can do. And I think Fire Talks might know a thing or two about that.
Wow.
If they do, I'm backing. Yeah, it wouldn't be the first schlong you backed into, is it, Drew? Sorry. Lord, I apologize. Muscle Mommy, that's Athena. Let's see, Grim Spectre. Only for you. He's the only one getting the schlong. Just like real life. Yep. Got it. Going back through. Yep. Laser Pants is obsessed with laser schlongs. $36 for a huge figure with, that's right, Mafex style or Mafex level of articulation. It is a damn good deal. So says the Pants of Laser. I don't know, man. I'm going to sit here. I'm going to put Enewtabie on the spot. I'm going to need you to go online and back it right now.
I don't have my credentials for logging in at this time.
Oh,
I'm on a government computer. I can't do it.
Will they fit in the General Lee? Probably not.
No.
But I'm going to find out.
6-inch goes in there, right?
That's what she said. Yes, 6-inch will go in there. It'll slide right in. Actually, if it's open enough, you could probably fit larger than a 6-inch in there. A 6-inch fits comfortably inside. That's what
you just have to work it in a little bit better if you want to go.
Yeah. Sometimes you may have to like spit off to And you, jeez, please, this is going to be a part that gets edited out. That's going to end up on somebody's super chat reward. Kane says, I sure hope so. Them Duke boys made some very large friends.
Yeah.
Uncle Jesse, this big man's in the car. Yeah, see, HDC gets it. You may have to use lube if it's larger than 6. Right. We'll see. We're all on the same page here.
Yeah.
He's saying hello to Laser Pants. All right. So aside from Grimskull, what's your favorite?
Probably go back up. The names I'm not familiar with yet. Go back to the beginning and I'll show you.
Oh, is it going to be Cronin?
It might be.
Cronin was the more. So there's Ogun.
Okay.
Cronin, the barbarian.
Yeah. So it'd be Cronin and Crowman.
Yeah. I think that's probably
those two.
I think that's probably fair. I think I'd probably feel similar to that. I think Crowman is one of the coolest stories, and Jason would have to tell the story about. He's got this awesome mythology of why he has a skull face as well as a human face. But I like the army builders too. I would be surprised if a lot of folks didn't back just for army builders so that they can customize. Because I think there's some cool stuff. Yeah, I backed it too, Ace. I think you were asking Ryan, but yes, I also backed it. I'm gonna convince Enewtabie to back it too. Have you ever backed a Kickstarter?
I have not. Wait a minute. Yes,
I mean, you can pre-order these on.
I have, but not related to this stuff. Not toys.
So not toy related.
Yeah.
I think I did a knife or something too. But and of course you can order these on Big Bad Toy Store too. I think I have the Kickstarter link in the description, but I also can put it here in the chat in case anyone that's roaming around the chat. Oh, you just did it too? Oh no, it's showing up. Both chats are showing up. That's right.
No, this is good. This is good. I'd never heard of it till today, right now, that we're doing the video on. So this is good for a lot of other people like me who like this sort of thing.
Yeah, I don't know why word's not traveling around this. I'm trying to share out as much as I can because I think this is right up the alley of folks that are collecting like Savage Crucible, Masterverse.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I kind of feel like they even fit in with AWOC if you want to mix in like a human story to AWOC. I mean, they kind of fit that primal type story art you can make up in your own head. But I think they fit in with so much stuff. But I mean, all Masterverse collectors, I think, would just fall over themselves to get something like this because it just adds to that. You can add to that shelf like crazy. Yeah, even the army builders look like they could fit right in with something like that. So I'm down for that. Ace, I wanted to say good video on that decal application. There's no way. I'm so glad that I had them put that generally decals on there.
Larkin's
factory.
having some problems.
I would have messed that up 100%. I would have messed that up. It's all good. Looks great on my shelf. Now I need some Duke boys. We do need some Duke boys. Yeah, I definitely would have screwed that application up.
Yeah, I'm real bad at doing decals,
horrible
phone protector, the things that go on phones, film on car tent. Never been able to do it. None of that stuff.
Absolutely horrible. Terrible at it. You would not know that I used to apply vinyl to things, vehicles and stuff in the past, but because I just would not be able to do that on something that small. But that is really what we wanted to talk about the most today was Brutal Realms. Wanted folks to like Enewtabie, who didn't know about it, to learn about it. If anyone in the chat is interested, there's a link in the description, and now there's a link in the comments here. I'm gonna pop that up again so that is fresh. Show up on mine and Enewtabie's, whoever you're watching on. I want to have Jason on. I'm sure he'll come on as the campaign comes to a close in a couple weeks. I want to have him on before then, try to get the word out again. Enewtabie will back it.
Yeah.
Or at the very least, pre-order from Big Bad Toy Store. But
that usually
you get
tends
it-
to be my default for a lot of stuff. So.
yeah. Now it will be cheaper if you get it here
Yeah.
through the Kickstarter, because Big Bad Toy Store's got to make $1 too. That's
Oh,
just,
yeah.
that's how capitalism works. Go capitalism. Big fan. Yep. So that's one of the updates I wanted to go over, but I also wanted to touch up, since this news thing started off originally being the Animal Wars of the Kingdom podcast. I thought it only fitting to go over a couple of the updates for AWOC. One of which is this one. Updated by Brick. They have their live stream schedule on there. So check that out. I think the Series 2 Wave 1 is available for pre-order on the Animal Wars of the Spiro Toys website. So you can officially pre-order. They have new gear in case you want some clothes.
Oh,
Not a lot of updates this week on that. Back up here. AWOC Wednesdays have been kicking off. You can get your army builders. Love how that head sculpt has come out.
mm-hmm.
Or Brutox. I think that's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to this wave, or this Series 2.
Yeah.
Glad we're getting everything we wanted.
The lizard, that's the lizard, right? Is in there. I don't remember names. I'm bad.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
He'll be in there.
Yeah.
That's
one I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, with the articulated eyes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let's see. We'll go back through here. There's one.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the one you're talking about, Corvius?
That's the one with the jaw. I like that one.
You want this one?
Yeah, it's a gecko, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And it'll have the alternate head sculpt to let you do the snake head, which would work good for Motu, right?
Oh yeah.
Sure, pop that snake head on there. I love that the little tongue is a chain. So awesome. Yeah, Gresh is going to be one that I'm really looking forward to. Heavy infantry, all the different head sculpts. Yeah, not a lot of new updates here for AWOC, but lots of good stuff from Realm Toys. And let's see, let me refresh this. Has it changed? Did we even gain one? No, not yet. We didn't. Oh, we did. There's 3 more backers. I think it was 402. Now it's 405. I think that's right. Yeah. Well, you know what? We're going to say it did. House Hendo. It looks good line. Got a good chunk from their last 2 waves. Oh, man. The Power Con.
Tanger.
He's up there. Yeah, Tanger's up there on the shelf. Still a great figure.
Mm-hmm.
The Kanan said he backed on BBTS. Awesome. I think we're going to see that number jump a lot when those BBTS numbers kick in. Yeah. It always is the case. So once those numbers get reported, I think it's going to have a fair jump to it. I mean, again, for completely selfish reasons, I really want to see this get made because I want these figures. So I'll have to make sure, Jason, that I convince. Too many Jasons make figures.
It's a lot.
I gotta call you something else, because every time I say Jason, I think Bienvenue from AWOC. So I gotta come up with another nickname for Jason. If you have another nickname, put it in the chat. Grim Spectre. Maybe I'll just call you Spectre. Got a bunch of AWOC figs. Still need to order their latest wave. Grim. That'll work. I'll call you Grim. Grim. That's what I'll do. And I want to ask too, since we can almost treat this as though he's on the show. Grim, if I may be so bold to call you Grim, is there going to be fiction wrapped around this? Are we going to get a comic book or something like that wrapped up in here so folks can get to know the characters? Because I know that helped me with AWOC.
Yeah.
Helped me a lot with AWOC.
I haven't really gotten the comics myself lately, so.
Yeah. I need to read some more comics too. But like with AWOC, like I said, I bought it originally to go into like Masterverse and Thundercats and stuff like that. But then once I read the comic, I was like, nah, this stands alone perfectly well. Oh, good. Cicanan is another Jason. Too many of y'all, man. Parents of Generation X and whatever came next, millennials. Too many Jasons.
What are we?
Full of vigor. We're Gen X. I'm a Gen X. Yeah. Well, I'm not even early on. My wife is like right at she gets really upset when I say like, you could be a millennial.
Ooh.
I'm not a millennial. She's right there at the edge of the millennial era. So yeah, I'm pretty sure he said there is fiction involved. I mean, they have like, you read the bios on the Kickstarter, there's tons of thought behind each one of these characters. So I highly doubt that they haven't thought through the fiction of Brutal Realm. Council of Jasons. That's what we need. Council, as opposed to the Council of Ricks. So, all right. We won't let this run too much longer because we somehow made it to an hour still. I'm sure, Enewtabie, that you're going to back these and be a kind citizen.
Always.
We're going to make sure you get some of these.
Yeah.
Even if I have to back it for you.
Yeah. Go ahead and back everything, and I'll pay you the date to be determined later. Okay.
That's right. No, every time I do that, I end up with something that you said you were going to get, but you don't get it, and I get it.
Does that really happen?
It has never not happened.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have done that quite a bit. So.
Yeah, you're basically marijuana, which means you're like a gateway drug.
Yeah.
So this is my turn to be your gateway drug, except I am also.
So which one did you get? You got the whole.
I did
wave?
the all wave 1. So
Okay.
it will be. Let's see. I have to manage my pledge. Let's look at the rewards. So what I did was, all in first wave characters. This one right here.
Okay.
So it'll be all of the main characters from the first wave. At least that's how I read it. But like I said, that was honestly just a placeholder.
Mm-hmm.
I need the screen to change, please. So yeah, and then there's you have multiple options in there for like different degrees of adding on the army builders, adding on the extra characters, and then kind of like what AWOC did, where they have like an all-in everything.
Yeah,
like whatever gets made, you'll get. There's that, and you have all the accessory packs to add on to, which I think people will have a field day with these different accessory packs. Yeah, always. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. I love seeing new. Yeah, I bet you did. That's another thing, is like being the guy that is the man behind the program kind of thing. He's like, I really just want these made. So he's like, I want them made so I can get them. Like, well, so do I. Yeah, so that's going to be something that I'm looking forward to figuring out. Maybe I'll talk to Grim myself, and he can give me advice on what to do with the Book of Jacob Kane. The Book of Jacob Kane. That's all I got. We need Quentin in here. That dude is a master of voices. His Skeletor voice is on point.
Yeah, it's
and
pretty
his
good.
and his Herbert the Pervert is pretty good too, which scares me. All right, Enewtabie, we're
Yes,
not
sir.
going to beat this dead horse. Tell everybody where they can find you and what your latest video is.
You can find me on YouTube as Enewtabie. You can find me at hold on. I got so many. You can find me on X as at collects E. You can find me on Instagram as Enewtabie_collects. You can find me on Rumble as Enewtabie. You can find me on GeoCities as Enewtabie.
GeoCities on MSN.
Yeah. Yahoo.
Yahoo and AOL. AIM
Yeah.
chat.
Man.
Find me on that AIM chat. Yeah. As for myself, just put up just a quick short video on some Iron Factory Transformers, which are awesome, by the way. I can't wait to get the last 3 of that. I think there's 3 left.
Which ones you get?
And I also Jaguar,
Oh yeah, I got that.
Iron
That's on the
Factory
way.
is the Lio Kaiser.
The little car, the black car. Or whatever. Yeah,
that's
I
an
got that
awesome
one.
figure. Yeah, it's an awesome figure. Great set. Like the way they're doing the parts forming on that is very new age and cool.
Yeah. I want them to do more
awesome
stuff like that because that's not a stretch from the Japanese. And, they normally do like a very stylized look, and this is not.
Well, I mean, their Tarn combiner was amazing.
Yeah,
it was awesome. I actually need to get that again, but yeah, that was a great set. I was desperate at one time and got rid of it, but yeah, subscribe, follow, check out the Book of Jacob Kane. Just started a Facebook page for that.
Yeah.
Not a group, a page. Yep, you can find me on MySpace.
Got my Nickelback song playing in the background.
Never had a MySpace.
Dude, I had a MySpace.
No, I never had a MySpace.
I had the song, I had the page with the music playing. And
I bet you did.
Yeah,
I bet you did. Look at this photograph.
Yeah.
Every time I do it, made me laugh. All right. Yep. Check out the Facebook group or page for Book of Jacob Kane. We're going to have some stuff so just a quick update on that while we're here. Looking at a timeline of release. All right. My part is I don't want to say it's easy, but my part is much easier than what Quentin has to deal with. So I've written 4 issues so far. Quentin is working on issue 0, which will be the first one to come out. Trying to figure out what to do next, if we move forward with figures first or continue on to the comic, maybe a mixture of both. The comic, he said he can do about a page a week if nothing interrupts him with his day job. So each comic is 22 to 24 pages. That's what we're shooting for, like a full-sized comic we want for each one. So I'm trying to write a good 22 to 24 pages of content. So you're looking minimum before one gets complete, 20 to 24 weeks.
Yeah.
Right. So a good 6 months per issue. So our original goal was to get a few issues done before we start asking for funding. If we do that, you're talking 1.5 years. Like to get it done, colored, because his work is much more difficult than mine. I'm typing stuff out and sending the script to him. He's got to put all that stuff, down with ink. And again, that's if no life-altering tragedies come into play or, just normal day-to-day life.
Let me know if you need some help in the art. I'm a wizard with MS Paint. I'll
hook you up with Quentin. I'll get you hooked up with Quentin. Yeah, so I mean, he definitely has, and I'm gonna tell you, I've seen the black and whites of page 1 of issue 0. And man, I haven't seen it with dialogue yet, even though I know what's going on in there. And I've seen a mock-up or a sketch of page 2. And let me tell you what, it looks awesome. So hopefully my writing holds up and it's at least a good story, because the art is going to blow it all away. But so check out the Book of Jacob Kane. There's more coming. Speaking of the Book of Jacob Kane, that's how we're going to end it tonight. I'm going to bug you with this trailer again and my voice doing a terrible accent and blah, blah, blah. Quentin J. Bedwell and Cato bring you a synchronized bowels production, The Book of Jacob Kane. The Book of Jacob Kane is a supernatural fantasy set in the old American West. What happens when ancient evils awaken? One man is destined to save the world. The Book of Jacob Kane, coming soon.